am Michael Skattum, also known as Draculazer, and these are my top 5 vintage Japanese toys. I guess number 5, in no particular order, is the Yonezawa Jumbo Golden Bat. There's no real hunt story. I have a few vintage Ogon Bat toys that I got in Japan, and this one's kind of hard to come by. I just bought it on Yahoo Japan. I don't know the true lore, but this is allegedly Japan's first superhero. He used to dress up like a musketeer. He had a giant hat and a frilly jester type collar. And then over the years he evolved into this skinless freak. Next up we'll do Ika Geruge from Barum 1. He's a squid demon human. Popey made him, which is a subsidiary of Bandai back in the day. So Bandai would make the standard size figures and then Popey would make the medium or mini size. Yeah, he's just a 2-part toy. Actually 3, head, waist, and legs. I got this guy right after COVID. My girlfriend and I went. We had a trip planned for April of 2020 and that got canceled obviously, so we waited and waited and waited until the borders opened up, and we took the trip out together, and this was the first purchase of that trip of a character I really love. I like squid and octopus guys, I guess. But yeah, it's the first one I bought on that trip, and I just really like him. I have the standard size too, but the sculpt is really wonky. Next up is the Condor Man villain. I don't know his name, but he's got hands on his head and he looks really cool. And he's just a psycho. He's one of my favorite toys. He's got a mouth on his chest. He's really, really cool. I bought him on my trip to Japan I took for my 30th birthday. I went alone and it was kind of depressing and cold, and I was really broke, but I spent a lot of money on this guy because I really wanted it. And yeah, every time I look at him, he makes me laugh, and he's just another weirdo. In second place, I'm cheating, but I have these 2 yokai guys. They're part of a set. I'm missing the 3rd one, but I got these a few years ago from Yoda shop, Cosmo Knight Alpha, and these are extremely hard to find. They don't stand up on their own, and they're also very wonky yokai guys, but they're some of my favorites, and I draw a lot of inspiration from these guys and how they're painted and designed and how simple they are. They're really good ones. And at number 1, we have the Bullmark full-size Irutan. He's a anthropomorphic dolphin cowboy child, and he was a part of a dolphin family that was created for the 1975 Okinawan Sea Expo or Ocean Expo. So they made these characters to advertise this event. I don't know what happened there, but they made the entire family. They made a big version of him that has soft good clothes that talks when you pull a string, but I have a handful of these and his family members, but this full-size version is really sick, and yeah, makes me smile. Here's an honorable mention, -1 or -1, but this is the villain from the Bibo movie or show in Taiwan. He's known as Sky Kaiju, but he's another psycho guy with 2 long heads, and he's got a squeaker. But yeah, it's just a very bizarre, kind of looks like a Tootsie Roll monster, but I'm now noticing that a lot of stuff I like has 2 heads or 4 sets of arms or a mouth in his chest, but I like this guy a lot. Alright, so I actually had a true holy grail of mine was in my possession. It was a jumbo machineder Kame Bazooka. He was a gigantic 3-foot turtle with a giant bazooka on his back. painted really well. It was like the last era that jumbo machine doors were produced. They did a few other Kamen Rider villains, but I had him on display above my cabinet, and my girlfriend and I had adopted a cat. He was having the time of his life. He was so excited that he had a home to live in that he jumped on my cabinet. The Kame Bazooka took a nosedive, hit the corner of the entertainment center, and the head shattered. So I know a lot of people watching who even know or care about that figure will probably want to kill me for not having it in a plexiglass case with pillows all around it so it can't break, but it was the most expensive toy I ever bought. It wasn't insanely expensive, but for me it was, and it was like a lifetime achievement of research and hunting and all that, but I got to have it in my possession for a while and look at it, and no one got hurt. The cat's fine, and I ended up actually selling just the body that didn't break to a friend of mine who had only the head, because he wouldn't sell me his head. He wanted his thing. So once that happened, I kind of reevaluated and rewired like what's important. Do I need to be hoarding all these things? Do I even need like a toy worth $10,000 or something just sitting on my shelf? And it kind of, helped me understand and realize what's more important in life.